So I got to see an early screening of Deadpool and Wolverine, and this is how the event went. I will also have a short review of the movie at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So the special screening event was held here in Toronto at the Scotiabank Theatre. We had to of course get there early and wait in line. I got there and I was roughly number 30, but luckily I met some really cool people that were number 1 in the line, and I got to know them. We spent hours talking, and they were nice enough to let me join them in the front. I met some great people at this event, so shout out Chris, Thomas, Jacob, Darian, Darius, and Arjit. So I'm in the front of the line chatting, and then they came around and gave us these wristbands right here. I was lucky number 007. So we had these wristbands on, pretty much guaranteeing our spots in the first 50. Now, of course, I'm speeding this up. We actually waited like hours in the line, but of course I'm speeding this up for the sake of the video. But the next thing that happened, a bunch of cosplayers showed up, as well as a giant Tim Hortons van that were just handing out free coffees constantly. Like, I'm talking about trays of free coffee and hot chocolate. They were also, I think, filming a Tim Hortons commercial, like a Deadpool-themed Tim Hortons commercial, because there was a sign that said filming in progress, but I couldn't really see the commercial being filmed. I think it was being filmed on the other side of the van. But there was this big Tim Hortons van with a giant inflatable, like, Tim Hortons Deadpool Wolverine cup on top of the van. We then finally enter the theater and walk on this red and yellow carpet, of course, because it's Wolverine and Deadpool themed. They gave us this t-shirt right here, a Funko Pop, you either got Wolverine or Deadpool, as well as a Deadpool and Wolverine poster. We then all lined up behind a barricade and waited for Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman to show up because they were just right around the corner finishing an E-Talk interview. After a little bit of more waiting, the men finally show up. Ryan Reynolds showed up first. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to sign my Funko Pop, but I did get to see him in person, which is awesome. Next up, Hugh Jackman showed up, and he was able to sign my Funko Pop, thankfully, because I did have the Wolverine Funko Pop, so I definitely had to get Hugh Jackman's signature on it. And he gave me somewhat of a signature, I guess, but hey, I'll take what I can get. And then Sean Levy showed up, the director, and he also signed my Funko Pop, but unfortunately, I did not get it on footage. There, of course, was a bunch of press there, so I'm probably on quite a lot of social media posts as well as news posts. I just gotta figure out which ones I'm on, or find myself, really. I did do an interview with CP24 talking about Wolverine, but I don't think it aired yet. When I do find it, I will show you guys. However, the 1-minute clip that they do have on their website, you can see the moment that Hugh Jackman does sign my Funko Pop real quick. Then Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and Sean Levy all go upstairs, and then we end up going to the movie theater that was completely Deadpool and Wolverine themed. It was such an experience. When we entered the theater, we got a free popcorn as well as a drink, and in our cup holder on our seat, we got these free Deadpool chains right here, which I already had on, so I pretty much have like 5 of them now. But a free chain, I'll take it. A representative from Marvel came out and pretty much told us, you know, hey, don't record the movie, yada yada. But they did tell us that we were the second group to ever watch the movie, so that was very exciting.
But anyhow, you are actually going to get to see the film. You are actually only the second audience to see it. In its entirety.
When the movie finished, I took a bunch of photos with the Deadpool and Wolverine, like big cutouts they had there. And then as we were leaving the theater, they gave us like a big cup to keep. Unfortunately, I could not get the popcorn buckets yet because I don't think they were available to even buy. The whole theater was actually closed off for this event, so there was no like concession stands. So the popcorn buckets aren't available until the movie actually comes out Thursday and Friday. And finally, how was the movie? Well, the movie was actually amazing. It was a great watch, very entertaining, and I don't really have any bad things to say about it because I went in with an open mind, but I'm also a huge fan of the characters, so I am a little biased. But I will put my biases aside, and I'll give it to you straight. So this movie story is by no means some phenomenal story, so don't go into it thinking like the story is going to be some god level writing. It's not. This movie is very much really entertaining, but also gives you a lot of fan service. While trying to be like a Deadpool 3, this movie, as you see in the trailer, is Deadpool's first time actually being a part of the MCU with the whole like a Marvel Jesus type thing. So they are incorporating a bunch of the whole, oh my god, we're finally in the MCU, yay, type scenes, and it's actually really cool to see. This is also the first time that Wolverine is finally in the MCU now as well, officially under Disney, post-Fox acquisition. But this movie is a really entertaining action-adventure that has a bunch of fan service and definitely acts as a course correction for the current MCU timeline that we can all agree on is sort of a mess. And because it's that course correction movie, it's going to have its flaws because it has a lot of weight on its shoulders. But let me tell you, the payoff is absolutely worth it because, man, you are going to pop in the theater multiple times. Thank you, Marvel Canada Studios and Deadpool Movie, for putting together this amazing event and taking care of us. I feel like if you go into this movie taking in everything I just said, you're going to have a great time. If you go in expecting really high expectations, you might not have the best time and you will be disappointed. Overall, I look forward to the future of what the MCU has in store for Deadpool and Wolverine and a bunch of other movies that I can't talk about, but you'll understand when you see the movie. Hope you guys enjoyed, and it was a great early screening event, and I can't wait to go to more. See ya.